In today's video, I'm going to go into my last 2 days with Opera America's career blueprints for singers. I'll also talk about why more opera singers should apply. Let's go. Hi, Cassandra here with Opera for Black Folks, serving culture to all folks. And on this channel, I break down opera and the classical arts from a Jamaican American perspective. Wagwan. We're gonna jump into Opera America's career blueprints for singers. My second and third day was a lot of information. It was wonderful, and I just wanted to share a breakdown of what that looks like to get direct feedback. The day started with full makeup with a makeup artist named Caroline Baribo. And it was an amazing experience because whenever I meet a makeup artist, they don't always have what I need in terms of the colors that match. Or on the flip side, working in New York, there is no makeup artist and you've got to learn to do your own makeup. So it's nice to get information on like products that they use. And it was so inspiring to see that she had more than enough to manage all the diversity of people that we had coming through the doors. That was very endearing for me. I was like, oh wow, I feel seen. And Caroline was wonderful. She's very sweet. And I didn't capture any video of it because I was in recording mode.
I'm thrilled that you're here, but I'm in performance mode.
It was the day to record and it's full of anxiety for me.
And now for something completely different.
Once I was done with the makeup, I felt amazing.
A queen to be forever.
And then I was moved right into the wonderful experience of meeting the photographer with this program, Jessica Asber. I don't know. I'm sorry, Jessica, if I'm butchering your last name. But anyway, Jessica was a thrill to work with. What was so great about Jessica is that she helped to direct you because she has a background in acting. And she just was a great director that was easy and relaxed, and she had on great music. She was in a great mood. It inspired me to be in a great mood, and we had an amazing session. And I got to see a peek of some of the photos, and I look amazing. I was so excited. It was great. So I'm feeling on cloud nine. I'm like,
She's your queen to be.
and I got to actually sit down and meet some of the colleagues that are in the program with me. And it was wonderful to feel already on cloud nine and connect with other singers and see some familiar faces and meet new friends and talk about our experience thus far. So the program had majority sopranos. We are literally each other's competition. It felt like a moment of Project Runway where, you know, we're having like this episode where you're competing with these people. You're all fellow artists. You're all gunning for that next job. But in this wonderful workshop, we were supportive of each other. There was no cattiness. There was no, and if there was insecurity, it wasn't, at least I didn't experience it. At the time, I went right into a studio room that was wonderful with a great piano. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. I felt like a queen. And then even better, a wonderful pianist, Neil Campbell, came walking in. And I was like, what? I get to run through this with you?
Oh my goodness gracious.
And then you go right into this wonderful hall. It's the Mark Sorka Hall, if my memory serves me. If not, I'll put the correct thing here or here. It'll be there. I was feeling on a high and I walked in and I kind of like blew through 3 arias, taking in all of the feedback that I'd gotten from the day before. But here I was like applying what needed to be changed. I did get to listen to some of the recordings, and you know, there never is a perfect product. I remember seeing this quote that art is never finished, it's simply abandoned. There's a moment where you have to just abandon all the things you wish you could go back and fix, because physically you can only do it so many times before it just starts to completely fall apart. We also had a group website class with Audrey Saccone, who is a CEO and strategist of Audrey Digital. She has 15 years of website building experience. In this moment, she was giving us direct feedback on our websites to date, or helping you set up your website and getting guidance from somebody who's a master at this. Saturday was a day of a lot of information. It was really great, and it gave me a lot to digest and contemplate. But we started our day with meeting Ana de Archuleta. She's got a great name. She's the founder of ADA Artist Management. She is a pillar of strength in the opera world. So speaking with her, and she shared time with Sarah Stevens, who's president and co-founder of International Artist Management in Bremen, Germany. She gave us, because she's been an agent, I think she said for 35 years, she told us about the 4 major opera houses in Germany and how it works. And I was like, this is the most information I have ever received on this to date. It gave me a lot to consider. We had time with a familiar face, was Bryce-Davis, who is getting married soon, so excited for her. And she's an amazing mezzo-soprano, but it was so great to sit down and had like an artist to artist talk, and she was answering group questions because her career has completely expanded. She is a leading mezzo in the United States. And then we also had Dana Fontenue. She's the creator of Wholehearted Musician, which optimizes talent to fulfill human potential and peak performance. She said something so powerful that I wrote it down. She said, making money is the most radical and courageous act of self-love. And I know that the financial piece for creatives has always been questionable, and that the majority of people to date believe that making a career as a creative person is financial suicide. We have examples of so many hundreds of thousands of artists that have been left to ruin because of their choice to pursue art. And so when you choose to pursue art and you're in the game trying to figure out how to make it work, and realizing that there's all these emotional responses that one is having when you don't have enough money, it was really great to hear her message of radical self-love. I appreciated that. It was great. And the whole program gave me a lot to consider about next steps, whether I'm going to Germany next year or stay here. I learned a lot about what it is to build my career and what those next steps could be, and also gave me a lot of inspiration and motivation for what's next. So I was so grateful. Okay, so I just wanted to close this vlog with why opera singers should consider this program that Opera America has been supporting, because Opera America is more in line with what's happening in the now, and to get that information and feedback is better than I ever experienced when I was in my degree program. And this program offers honest feedback, and it's a little microcosm into the world of what an opera singer goes through, because by day 2, it's very clear to me that not everybody was managing the feedback that they got from their feedback auditions, and that they wish that things could have been different, which was good to see. Feedback, it's not good or bad, it's just feedback. It's just information. It can sting us and we can have an emotional response to it, but if we're willing to look past the emotional response, you actually can learn from the lesson. You can look at and apply to the lesson of this moment, because what I gained in these past 3 days saved me not only the money that it would cost to get all of these amazing services, it also saved me a year of trial and error. If you're getting a year of no's, it's very hard to not take that personally and not feel like the opera world doesn't like you. It's damn near impossible. But here in this experience, there was the friendships and the support of the other singers that helped to reassure me. It was also great to ask the hard questions from people who want to help me expand, and then to make incremental change. Once you hear all that information and you can sift past the emotional stuff, what are you going to do with that information? How am I going to start to apply that to what I'm currently doing, and to have a better experience of myself for the coming year as an artist? And that just is amazing gold. Like, I've just gained so much from these. All right, that's my share for today. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure to receive the comments from you, so keep them coming. I love to see them. Thank you so much for sharing. And please share what other operas you would like to see. I know I had one wonderful person suggest Don Giovanni, so I've heard you, received you, and thinking about how I can actually talk about that opera coming up. Please remember to like this video if you liked this video, comment, subscribe, share this video with an artist friend or with another creative who you think might benefit from hearing a perspective on being creative. This is Opera for Black Folks, serving culture to all folks. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Ciao.